All right, we're rolling.
Hi, everybody. It's Friday. I'm here with Dylan Sky. Hi, Dylan.
Hey, morning. How's
How
it
you
going?
doing today?
Great. Fantastic.
Me too. Yesterday was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We went downtown yesterday. It was a very cool event. We met up with a guy named Gene Aguilera, who's had an amazing resource of stuff down at the museum
Yeah.
on Alavera Street. It was really quite impressive. I thought it was going to be a few pictures. It turned out to be rooms of memorabilia and just the most amazing stuff from the Olympic Auditorium.
Mhm.
They had stuff there about wrestling and roller derby and all the classic stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember going to that stuff as a kid,
That's
in
pretty
the
cool.
Olympics. So it was pretty cool to see it all.
That's amazing.
Anyway, Gene turned out to be a great guy.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
that
great.
was really fun. And he's going to come on the podcast one day here soon, hopefully. And we're going to talk about the Olympic Auditorium. Man, the pictures were shocking. And he gave me these books. I don't know if you can see them, but here's the books. You should get these books. This one's Latino Boxing in Southern California. Amazing pictures and descriptions of stuff at the Olympic. It was so amazing. In fact, the show goes on till the 19th,
Yeah, that's
which
right.
is a week from Sunday,
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, the 19th, you should all go down there and see it. What was that place called?
Let's see.
It was the,
I'll get it. Yeah.
let me see here. Maybe this is it. Yeah,
Let's see. It was at El Pueblo de Los Angeles.
yeah. Let me see here.
La Plaza del.
LAPCA.org, whatever. La Plaza de Culture Arts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
the Plaza of the Arts on Main Street.
Yep.
Anyway, it was pretty impressive. It was all city funded, and it was
Yeah,
amazing what a great job did. And they had the robes from all the different fighters.
that's right.
They
Yeah.
had wrestling outfits. They had so much memorabilia.
It was really cool. Yeah, it went above and beyond anything I expected.
Yeah, it was shocking.
It was a lot of fun.
And they had Art Aragon's belt, the Golden Boy
right.
Art Aragon. That's Audie's father.
Yeah.
Audie came and helped us when we were making our film. He got us off on the right foot as far as lighting and stuff, and he's an expert at that. And anyway, it was so wild to see it. I said, small world. There we are looking at boxing from the Olympic, and there's Art Aragon, Audie's dad, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Anyway, maybe Audie will come on when
That'd be great. Yeah.
Gene comes on, because
Oh,
they know
yeah.
each other as well. That would be fun.
It's an excellent idea.
Here we are, conjuring up a fun boxing activity. Anyway, I got to tell you, if you love boxing, you should go on down there and look at this exhibition. It's shocking. It's really shocking. Yeah, I guess that's all I can say about that.
Cool.
I had fun. I had no idea what we were going to see.
Yeah.
And then when we got there, I was shocked. It was like,
Really
from
cool.
the second we walked in the door, I was going, oh, fuck, this is a real deal.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked seeing the wrestling memorabilia as well. It was a good combination of boxing and wrestling, and you had roller derby as well. That was really cool, right?
For me, I played there on New Year's Eve one year.
Wow.
We played in San Bernardino at midnight,
Mm.
slightly before, and then we rushed from San Bernardino into the Olympic. We didn't get on stage till really late because we had to drive all that way.
Yeah.
We did 2 New Year's gigs. That was cool.
Wow, what a blast.
Anyway, the Olympic, it meant a lot to me playing there because,
Yeah.
I'd gone there as a kid to see roller derby and shit. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like,
It's amazing.
yeah, it was really kind of cool to play there. Then after that, they started having punk shows.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they had a series of punk shows there. I never went to any of those. And I heard those were pretty rowdy.
Yeah, I bet.
That was right before the place closed. It was pretty rough. The place was all gray concrete looking inside. And after they redid it,
Yeah.
they did sort of a remodel. They painted the whole place white, had blue seats, and they tried to clean it up, but it just felt so out of balance, the new color scheme.
Yeah. I
You
see.
heard Gene talking about it yesterday, how it wasn't the same after they painted it. Everybody
Yeah,
was thinking,
that's right.
it was cleaner and less scary looking, but it wasn't the same, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
I got to go there and check that out, the Olympic.
I think it's a church now. It's a Korean church.
Oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah, I
Wow.
see the writing on the side of the building.
Huh, cool.
And Gene said, yeah, it was a Korean church as well.
Cool. I gotta check that out.
Wow, what a great guy. Hey, Dan. Dan turned us on to that. That was pretty cool. Dan showed up yesterday, and we were going to get in the car, and he was sick, and we went, we're not going to go. So we went in separate cars. And then Dan didn't come inside because he didn't want to get us sick. What a trooper he was yesterday. He set that whole thing up. That was great.
Yeah, that was really
Man,
awesome.
it was great, everybody. We had so much fun doing that. Here's a picture of the Olympic back in the day. This is how it looked, everybody,
wow.
if you can see that.
Oh, raise it above the microphone a little more?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow. That's pretty cool.
It was a pretty sterile looking place. You walk up, it wasn't, you know what I mean? And you got inside, it was gray concrete. It was pretty gnarly. The bathrooms were scary.
Wow.
Some of the scariest bathrooms ever at the Olympic.
Yeah, holy shit.
I'll save it. I have a good Olympic bathroom story, but I'm going to save it till Gene's here. I told him yesterday that one story, but I'll save it we'll do it on the air.
Gotcha.
How cool.
Yeah, pretty rad.
Dan said he'll take us down to the gyms in East LA. I haven't been to those gyms. I hear they're pretty good over there. Wow.
Cool, yeah. I got to check that out.
Looking forward to that. Yeah. I look forward to telling you guys boxing stories. So, somebody was asking me why I was telling these stories about my trip before I played, out and used my name and did my whole thing, when I was a little organ player in people's bands and I was just coming up. And I thought, well, that's an important part of the story. If I'm going to tell all my shit, I got to say how I wound up being this little R&B type kid in the midst of a zillion folk singers.
Wow.
Because the 60s music revolution was basically a bunch of folk singers plugging in it. For me, from my point of view, being there, it was like I was surrounded by folk singers. You know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely.
It was like it was weird. So anyway, so I have these old stories, and some of them are funny. How long have we been talking right now? Can you tell?
Yeah, we're at 7 minutes.
Oh, okay. I got a story for you guys. You're not going to believe this story. There was a record called the Harlem Shuffle. The Rolling Stones recorded that song. But before the Rolling Stones actually covered that song. Their version was a cover.
Yeah.
The original version was done by these guys, Bob and Earl, these two singers, Bob and Earl.
Okay.
And they recorded the Harlem Shuffle. And it was pretty cool. I'm going to blow my nose for your enjoyment, everybody.
Nose blowing.
That was pretty mellow.
Yeah.
Okay,
not
so
bad.
Bob and Earl. So in the old days, some of these bands, when they would go out on tour and do dates, these artists and stuff, they didn't have bands with them. They would just pick up a local band and rehearse with them, teach them the song, and they'd go out and play the song, get their money.
Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting.
So we sort of became de facto a little band for certain people. The word got around, and we could play. We knew all the tunes,
Yeah. Nice.
So we back people up. So we got this gig backing up Bob and Earl.
Oh, okay.
I think it was in Fresno or some fucking place. And you got to understand, we're farm kids, like farm kids, right?
Yeah.
With our little band. And so we could back them up. So they tell us, you guys want to come to LA and play at the Miss World contest? And we go, you're kidding. And they go, no, you can come to Los Angeles and play at the Miss World contest, back us up. We're playing the Miss World contest. You can be our band. And because we did a good job, they came down, they were blown away. I knew all the songs and everything.
Nice.
And so we go, yeah, okay, cool. So we don't have a truck or anything. And they go, no problem. We'll put a trailer on a car. We'll take all your stuff. We'll go there. We say, okay. So we go with them to L.A., right?
Yeah.
So we played the Miss World contest. We'd already played one gig with them. We played the Miss World contest, and it's in this big hotel in downtown. And, like huge, fucking huge. And we enter through the side door in the side street, and it's just like gnarly, And we go in and we play the thing, we play the gig, and the gig is cool, man. It's fucking spectacular. Here we are. One second we're out down in farmland, and the next second we're at the Miss World contest playing this gig.
Yeah.
I feel once again, I think, oh, wow, this is the coolest thing ever happened to me,
That's awesome, yeah.
So we're done with the gig. We take our stuff down back by the back door. He goes, okay, I'll go get the car and the trailer. We'll take all the stuff outside. We take all the stuff outside. We sit in the curb. We stand there with the stuff. The doors close. It's those kind of doors when they close, there's no handle on the outside. They go, boom, that's it,
Yeah.
So the door's closed. So we sit there, we wait, and it doesn't take them a long time to show up. There's no cell phones back then or anything,
Oh,
and it's really long to go all the way around the building trying to figure. So finally we say, "Fuck! What happened to this guy? He's supposed to come pick us up. Supposed to take us back down to the farms and."
Right.
It's like a 5-hour drive, 6-hour drive,
Wow.
and it's cold. We're out on the street, and my B3 is sitting on the street. All our shit's out on the street, the drums,
damn.
everything, and he doesn't show up, So then one of the guys goes, "Okay, somebody has to walk around the building." So one of us goes all the way around the building, and goes in to try to figure out what's up, and those guys are nowhere, and
Shit.
The guy calls his father. His father owns a company, a sweet potato packing company with a railroad where the cars come and they load zillions of sweet potatoes in it and shit.
Wow.
And so they got these big trucks that go out in the fields and pick up the sweet potatoes. These are dirty trucks. When the sweet potatoes empty out of the truck is dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are not clean trucks. These are nasty trucks. So he calls his dad, goes, "We're stuck on the street in Los Angeles. Can you send a truck for us or something?" And he goes, "Okay, I'll have somebody come get you." And these trucks, they run all night going to San Francisco to have the produce there in the morning and shit. So he's got guys awake. So they send a truck for us all the way to LA. So we're out in the cold and wind is blowing, man. We're just fucking freezing all night long. We're out there freezing. It takes them like 5 hours to get there, 6 hours.
Yeah.
So they roll in, we get in the back of the truck, because there's no room in the front of the truck. So we're all in the back of the truck, huddled up at the front, trying not to get blown. You got to cover your face because there's so much shit blowing around because it's such a dirty truck full of sweet potato shit. It's just all like,
jeez.
it's just like being in the middle of a vacuum cleaner of shit blowing around and little. So you got to cover your face so it'll all go in your eyes and your face. And so anyway, by the time we get back to the farmland out there,
Right.
We're dirty and fucked up, and our equipment's dirty, and it was just a brutal ride. And so then we get our stuff out, and then I got sick. Everybody got sick, man. We were freezing all night in the back, riding along in the back of the truck over the grapevine. It was cold.
Yeah.
And that's my Bob and Earl story. Those motherfuckers took us all the way to L.A., then dumped us on the curb and didn't pay us our money and didn't come around the corner to pick us up.
Holy
Bob
shit.
and Earl, the Harlem Shuffle. That's a true story. And then when the Stones covered that song, I thought it was sort of funny. I thought, oh, yeah, I know that song. Yeah, that's funny,
Wow.
man. But that's my Bob and Earl. So that's kind of broke us in. I go, okay.
Yeah, I can't believe those guys did that.
These
It's
guys
terrible.
they drove us all the way from we were down in Merced or somewhere like that. Yeah, a little town near Merced, Atwater.
Yeah.
They drove us all the way from there all the way to L.A. and then
Wow.
left us on the curb.
That's terrible.
We were lucky we didn't get robbed out there. It's like really dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow. Amazing. Great story.
our first taste of the big time.
Yeah.
And then I played in these other guys' band. This is before I did anything. Like, I just got lucky, little organ player kid. I sort of won by default. There wasn't a lot of organ players running around out there,
Right.
in the farmlands. I got in this band. They did a big show band with 2 drummers, and it was a big show band. I was a little organ player in the back, and we backed up Chubby Checker. That was cool. When he was big deal. When
Oh, wow. Yeah,
when he
Chubby
was at the
Checker.
height of his career. Same thing. He would come to town and they would have a band to back him up. But we had that was a really great band. I had nothing to do with that. I was just the organ player. But that was fun. So we backed up people like that. I forget who else we backed up. I backed up all kind of people coming up because that was an easy gig,
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy playing with that band, with Chubby Checker?
Oh, the band that I was
Yeah,
in? It was a band from Fresno. It's called Hayward Lee and the Marauders. And then another band came through town, and I joined their band and quit his band. And so the first night I played with the other band, he called the ABC on me, and I got arrested for being underage, because I was playing in clubs underage.
Oh, okay. Wow.
and then they kept busting me up and down the whole valley. I went up to Visalia, thought I would get away from them, and they busted me there, the same guys. And so then I went to Stockton. I thought, okay, I can play up here in Stockton. I joined some band up there, and sure enough, they came and busted me there too.
Wow,
so,
that's amazing.
So I thought, okay, I got to get out of this. I got to get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, man, we were playing, and they came right up and made the band stop and took me right off the stage and for being underage. They were so hardcore back then.
Yeah.
You would think they would have been less hardcore. I think
Right.
now anybody can do whatever. It was like weird back then. It was like,
Right. Right.
yeah. Yeah. They wanted everybody to behave. Anyway, so that's where I started, everybody. Backing up these people because I knew the songs. You know the Harlem Shuffle? Sure. How's that? That's a good story, right?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And these guys were famous at the time.
Yeah.
Can you look on your phone and see when the Harlem Shuffle with Bob and Earl, when that came out?
Yep.
I'm trying to think exactly what year that was. It had to be 64 or
65.
65?
Yep.
Those fuckers. Yeah.
Bob and Earl.
Those fuckers. Oh, the guy that turned me into the ABC?
Yeah. Who was that?
Well, the guy, Hayward Lee and the Marauders, the guy who had that big show band.
Okay.
Oh, we played in San Francisco, all kinds of cool places in that band. It was really fun being in that band because it was a big show band. And what was I going to tell you about him? Fuck. Got sidetracked. Oh, well. Unimportant shit. But that's what I did. I backed up all those people.
Yeah.
It was
cool.
fun. It was fun. Even when I started doing my own thing, I still went and backed up people a few times just because it was it was easy money,
Right. Right.
Just like go do it.
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah, it's great hearing those early stories.
Yeah, okay. That's enough of that
Pretty
shit.
cool.
But that's funny. Yesterday made me nostalgic going to see all those pictures of the Olympic. I went, wait a minute, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there. I was 9 years old when that shit was happening, Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Great little piece of history there.
Yeah, it was really felt really good yesterday. Gene Aguilera, what a good guy. That was fun. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know what else to say, everybody. I told you everything, more details than you wanted to know. If you get a chance to see that boxing exhibition, if you're here in L.A., you should go see it.
Yeah.
Alvera Street, boxing. I don't know what the name of it. We said the name of it, but.
Yep. The Culture and Art. Cultura y Artes.
501 North Main Street. That's the address. 501 North Main Street. The phone number is 213-542-6000 or lapca.org.
Cool.
I know you're all writing as fast as I'm talking. Yeah, that was good. That was good yesterday. Yeah, those were the stories I was going to tell you about Bob and Earl. I thought of the Bob and Earl story yesterday. I thought, oh, fuck, Bob and Earl, those cocksuckers. Fuck you, Bob and Earl. If you guys are still alive, I hope you're suffering. Because it was cold out there all night on that fucking street, man. You guys burned us. I wonder if they were laughing about it, too. They knew the whole time they were hauling us up from the valley, they were going to leave us.
Yeah.
They go, here we go, a free band. We don't worry about taking them back, nothing. Just get them up here. They'll back us up. We were so enthusiastic to back them up,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were gullible. We were just going, yeah, we'll do it. It was funny. Oh, well. So much for a positive attitude. Yeah. I guess that's all I have to say this morning.
Great stories.
I could talk more about boxing yesterday, but it's redundant. It'll be better when Gene comes because he's such a reservoir of information.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The Harlem Shuffle was in '65 with Bob and Earl.
Yep.
When did the Stones record it?
Let me check.
Plagiarizers. Copying that song. Bob and Earl.
Let's see. 86.
86?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
They were scraping the bottom of the barrel by 86.
Right.
They must have had a creative bankruptcy moment.
That's funny.
Yeah, Bob and Earl. I remember when I heard the Stones version of that song, I remember thinking, fucking Bob and Earl. I hadn't thought of them in a while, But that's a funny story. Where's my bread? You owe me my bread, man, from fucking 50 or 60 years ago. No, 65. When did they have their thing? 70. Wait. 65, right?
Yeah.
59 years ago? Is that
Wow.
right?
Possibly, yeah.
Or close to it. Anyway, man.
Close to it, yeah.
Look at that. All this time, man, I haven't forgotten. I'm telling the story, man. Hope your grandkids are out there listening. And everybody, they know what kind of scoundrel you were. Even when you were on top. When you guys had a hit record, this is what you did to these little farm kids. You left us out in the fucking street, downtown L.A. And you know what? It doesn't matter at this point, but I'm so glad I got a chance to say it. I'm so glad there's an internet so I can say shit like this. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely owe you an apology for that.
I wonder if they ever ate at my restaurant. Who's
Maybe.
over there? Who's it? You ever heard of Bob and Earl? Yeah, I'll be right over. Yeah. No, how funny. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, life is funny, man. I'm sure if I met those guys, I'd laugh with them.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at them. I'd say, man,
Yeah.
you guys got us, man. You taught us little farm kids. They came right out there and saw us, man. They go, look at these kids. These guys Harlem Shuffle. They're probably from fucking Harlem.
Yeah.
We must have looked so lame to those guys, you know. They must have sized us up and went, look at these dumb fucks, you know.
That's
We
funny.
go, yeah, that's really funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is too.
That's hilarious.
Okay, everybody. That's my Bob and Earl story. I'll think of more stories. I have a bunch of stories, but I want to put them in sequence.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. That way it makes sense. Boy, we were young when they did that to us. 65. Yeah, man. Okay.
Cool. Wow. Yeah, 22 minutes. Not bad.
I'm just sitting here thinking about all these stories and thinking, oh man, I kind of like telling that story.
Yeah.
You know, so I was adverse to telling old stories, but that's
Right.
really that's a fun story to tell.
Yeah, we like hearing those for sure.
That's a real story. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm going to tell. I'll go. Blah, 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 blah. Did you understand what I just said? Anyway, have fun, Dylan. It's been fun.
Yeah, great week this week.
Sitting here. This week has been good. Yesterday was cool.
Yep.
We'll see you guys later. Bob and Earl, man. What a story, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye. 3, 2, 1. Poof.